What is up, beautiful people? It is your girl Leilani Nicole of LetLeiBeLei, and I am back with another video. So this video is part 2 in my content creation series, and it is going to be all about all the internal things that you need to have in place before you seriously start creating content. Now, if you're someone who wants to just upload videos and pictures and write articles for fun, then you may not want to watch this video. But if you're very serious about establishing your brand, creating a brand, and creating content for a specific audience, I suggest you keep watching this video. So there are 4 foundational aspects that I had to kind of put in place before I started creating any content seriously. And to start, mindset is the biggest part. Most people glaze over your mindset. You think you can just start writing, start blogging, start vlogging, start taking pictures and just putting them out there. Without making that decision and commitment to yourself, you're gonna lose every time. Whenever you set out to do something, there are gonna be things that will continuously work against you. And sometimes the biggest offender is your mindset. So if you don't decide that this is what I'm gonna do and I'm going to attack every challenge that comes my way, first things first, you're gonna have issues every time. I know for me personally, self-sabotage was a really big mind monster for me. Comparing my work and the things that I do to other people, and then self-doubt, wondering who's gonna watch what I'm watching, or who cares, or things like that. Those things will eat at you if you don't sit and establish for yourself that you are going to create no matter what, and you have a reason for doing so. The next important foundational aspect is establishing a brand story. So a brand story is basically where your facts and feelings coincide. So what are the solid things that you want to express through your brand, and what is the feeling that you want your audience to feel when they engage with anything that you have to offer and have for them to consume. The days are over when you can just push something into somebody's face and say, this is what I want you to read, this is what I want you to look at, this is what I want you to buy, and that's okay. People connect with stories, people connect with reasons, people connect with people, whether it be a mascot that you have, maybe you are the face of your brand or your company, maybe it's a story or a problem that you're trying to solve. People want to connect with an actual brand story. So the next aspect that is super duper important is narrowing in on a target audience. You will fail every time if you don't narrow in on who your audience is. So who is your audience? Where do they hang out? Do they hang out on Facebook? Do they hang out on Instagram? Is it Twitter? Are they not on the internet at all? Finding out where your audience is, who your audience is, what age group they are, helps you properly get whatever it is that you're creating to them in the most efficient way possible. So the last and final aspect that I focused on before I started to create content seriously was establishing a goal and a mission. So for me, the mission for LetLeiBeLei is to positively shift the mindsets of millennials through adventure, dining, and fashion. So establishing that mission kind of set precedence for anything that I create. A goal and mission also helps you to kind of narrow out the things that don't align with what your values are and what your mission and goal is for your brand and for your content. So knowing what collaborations you will and won't take, knowing what kind of opportunities that you will have to pass on that don't align with what it is that you do, and properly pairing yourself with people and other brands and other creatives that align with what your mission is. But when creating a goal or a mission, keep these 3 questions in mind. Why am I doing this? So what is your reason for starting and creating this content? Is it to inform? Is it to entertain? Is it to do both? Is it to connect and engage? Is it to sell something? Keep that question in mind. That will anchor you in every decision that you have to make regarding your content and regarding your brand. So the other question you want to ask yourself when establishing a goal or mission is, what do you want to accomplish? So what is it that from creating what you're creating, whether it be writing articles, blogging, vlogging, doing photography, what is it that you want to accomplish from the content that you create? And the other question that you want to answer when creating a goal or a mission is, what are you willing to compromise on, or what are you not willing to compromise on? There are going to be opportunities presented to you. There are going to be things that your eye is drawn to. Trends, for instance, there's a lot of trends that are out there as far as videos and things that are popular and things that seem to be getting more traction than maybe what it is that you say that you want to create. What are you willing to lean towards, and what are you willing to say, that's where I draw the line? Establishing boundaries and knowing what you will and won't compromise on will help you stay in line when creating a goal and a mission. Y'all, so that was it for this video. I hope that you are able to narrow in on these foundational aspects for creating content. These are things that you need to probably write in a notebook that you can keep and always refer to. I love to use Google Docs and notebooks. If you know, you know. But just so you can have it handy to look at and establish. And even if you want to start a business from the content that you create, you can always have that on hand, because you never know if you might get interviewed by somebody and you want to tell them your brand story and tell them your why. So those things also come in handy for those things as well. You know the deal. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to your girl's channel. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, if you found it informative, and share it for some of your friends that may be starting to create content for themselves. Stay tuned for the next video. The next video I will be going over some of the tools and apps that I use, because I get a lot of questions on that. So stay tuned, because we're gonna keep these videos rolling in the content creation series. And also I created a playlist, so I'll link it at the top in the cards above. But until next time, y'all.